Joining us now to break it all down, Aaron Withe, the National Director of Freedom Foundation. Aaron, we know at least the pick for Attorney General seems like a poke in the eye a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing is exactly what you mentioned, potentially Obama's third term. And it's a wonder to me that how Biden is picking these people. I think maybe that he's so senile these days that he's just picking the ones that he can remember. The one that sticks out to me the most is Marty Walsh, mayor of Boston. And I think that he's probably one of the most dangerous ones in the position of Secretary of Labor because of his union connection. And he's been a union member since the age of 21. And what he's going to promise to do in office is basically go forth and pursue the union's agenda. That's an anti-taxpayer agenda and a pro-government agenda, which is not what we want to see, especially after coming out of a striving Trump economy that was just taken down by COVID.
You know, I was going through a list of everyone who's been mentioned so far of the cabinet appointments, and it came down to nearly 60% so far are Obama officials. Should that have surprised people, and what does that indicate to you in terms of the administration and how it's going to shape up?
It's unoriginal. I mean, I think maybe that Biden believes that the voters were voting for Obama third term when they were casting their ballots. I don't believe that was true. I think that people were voting across the states that they were voting in for something original. That's not what Biden is promising. And some of the picks, yeah, a lot of them are Obama picks. Some of them are laughable, frankly. I mean, I look at the Miguel Cardona, Secretary of Education. I mean, the one thing I can say about him is at least that he's an advocate of opening schools, but some of the other picks are laughable. And I think you're right. We are looking at an Obama third term here.
You know, there's nothing obviously illegal about a third term, not that you're suggesting that, but it's not unusual. We saw one with Ronald Reagan. A lot of people felt George H.W. Bush, that was the third Reagan term. But what are the consequences of that? I mean, obviously that was sequential, but do you feel that there's a risk in being seen as a third term of Barack Obama?
Yeah, I think Biden should have just been clear if this was his intentions. I don't think that's what people voted for, like I said.
How is it different, Aaron? Aaron, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I don't doubt what you're saying. How is it different if he goes as Joe Biden, and how do you think he represented himself versus what he's actually doing now?
I think the main difference with a Biden administration and an Obama administration is that Biden is going to be an advocate for government unions. And I think he made that very clear when he said that you have a member in the White House. That's dangerous to the American taxpayer. Obama, although up front he was kind of saying that he was pro-union, Biden is the extreme side of that. So I believe that what we're going to see is Biden increasing taxes, both on businesses and individuals, for the purposes of growing government. That's not what businesses and individuals need right now when we're coming out of time of COVID. Frankly, I'm scared of what it could mean for the American taxpayer and whether it could mean another recession that we're going into. Trump was really the president that was the only one that could have made us bounce back from COVID. I don't believe that many of the presidents could do that. Certainly not a liberal, certainly not Biden with his pro-union agenda.
What about this new cabinet-level position that John Kerry is going to be taking, the special presidential envoy for climate?
Not surprising to me that he created the position. I mean, Biden, from day one, basically said that he was going to be an advocate for climate change. My question is, really, what are they going to try and achieve out of that? Are they going to try and introduce a national-wide cap and trade type deal where they're taxing businesses for their carbon emissions? I think that whatever their agenda is when it comes to environmental protections, it's going to be bad for businesses and bad for individuals because it can only mean more taxes on these people.
All right, Aaron Withe, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see what happens. 4 years.
Thank you.